everything now!
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Recommendations. Baby, the first episode. And I just watched a movie called Box Barcelona. Now, this is a sequel to the first movie that was released in 2018, Bird Box, as well. And Bird Box was a critically acclaimed movie on Neflix. I enjoyed it. I thought the acting was good. So I'm going to explain the original story, and that's pretty much going to explain this story, because they're pretty much verbatim. Now, the first Bird Box, there's a catastrophic Armageddon type situation going on all over the world, and people are deleting themselves upon seeing these unseen entities. You can only see like leaves blowing up in the air and strange things, birds chirping. And I guess these people, they feel the presence. But the catch is you cannot look at them. So you almost have to block the light out, almost symbolizing enlightenment, as if the enlightenment is too much for them to see. Like looking up into the sun for too long. These entities have people that are able to look at them and not delete themselves. They survive. And then these seers, they go into people's houses that are hiding, and then they bring them to the entities and then force them to open their eyes, because they feel like they are doing something great, and they want everyone in the world, everyone in the community, in the city to see exactly what they're seeing, so they can be enlightened. So that upon this, death becomes enlightenment, because they're going somewhere better than this physical plane, this prison that we are on. And we pretty much get a look at these entities, how they look in the first movie. If you remember the scene in the living room when the seer that was acting like he was, a regular person at the time, to bamboozle the people that were inside to get them to open up their eyes. Anyhow, he drew on the paper how these entities look. So check back in that movie if you want to get a look at how they're looking. Are they looking good? Are they looking scary? Ooh. Sandra Bullock, who was wonderful in that movie, she had to get from point A to point B blindfold. And I think that is really the scariest thing about Bird Box is you have to survive without seeing. That's just a crazy concept. You have to literally get from A to B blindfolded or with your eyes closed. That alone is just disorienting. If you just walk around in your house or go outside in your backyard and just walk with your eyes closed, that's disorienting. And I thought they did a fantastic job. Everybody in the first movie did a fantastic job. I know this is about the second movie, but they're both pretty much the same. We'll get into that right now. So you're wondering, sequels are usually bad. Was it even worth the film that they put it on? Was it needed? To answer that question, I'm going to say this movie was needed, but not needed at the same time. I know. Let me explain. The Bird Box original was so vague. They didn't expound upon these entities, origin, what they're looking for, or dive deeper into the seers and so forth. They didn't do that. They kind of just left it up in the air, which is actually fantastic, because it leaves us to discuss the movie. It leaves a lot up to the imagination, and you can kind of piece things together and even formulate your own conclusion. That's the good thing. But then there's people that wanted more. They want to know who these entities are, just to get deeper into the mythology, the mythos of these characters, and get deeper into the seers and so forth. And I think this is why this movie, Barcelona, was necessary, because same concept, you see these entities, you delete yourself. And in this one, you see the light or the soul leaving the bodies, allegedly. So it takes place with a character who's going through it, the same thing like Sandra Bullock did in the US, but in Spain, in Barcelona. And his daughter gets deleted, by the seers who saw these creatures and their eyes was open. And they pretty much opened his daughter's eyes, and she went off to delete himself. And he witnessed this. But he was a seer himself. because he did not change. Upon his daughter being deleted, now this man is stricken with grief, with sorrow. Now he lost his wife and his daughter. And now he can see, so he's safe. You know, he's safe. And he has these premonitions, or you can say he's losing it in so much grief, he's trying to hold on to his daughter. Or is somebody else transforming into his daughter to lead him to lead other people to these entities. And his daughter is beguiling him, or she may be there, who knows, to go out and do these things. She's telling him, go do this, you could do it. If you want to see me again, do this. Bring these people to the light, A, B, and C. So he goes out to people that are hiding in buildings and trying to get away and keep safe and stay alive. And he pretty much tricks them to come outside, and then that's where he takes advantage of them and it opens their eyes and shows them the light, and he sees this soul and this light leaving their body, which all could have been an illusion. And as the movie progresses, he meets a lady who drops some hints like, listen, I was going through grief, and sometimes grief can play with your mind. And a certain incident happens in the movie where the gentleman X'd himself out, deleted himself, but he didn't see any light. And that kind of freaked him out. He's like, whoa, what is he going? Did I just leave somebody trapped on his universe? Like on this prison, in this physical plane that we're on? And he starts to think, and he starts to doubt the daughter that's talking to him, and starts not to listen to her, right? So he's doubting the entities unknowingly, and his eyes now are really starting to be open to the illusion that's going on. And he's going against the seers that are coming for them. So now he's helping the two people that are left. So he deleted everybody else, and there was two people that are left now. And he's like, man, I was under heavy delusion. And he's trying now to save them, going up against the seers who are trying to capture them and, you know, bring them to the entities. Hope that makes, you know, somewhat some sense to you guys. They touch on it, that they're aliens, they could be angels, they could be demons, whatever, you know, or they could be just all in the same. You know, are they really trying to bring people to this new place? Are they really trying to get people out of this physical plane, out of this prison, into a paradise? Or are they trying to trap the people in this physical plane? Or do they just hate humanity so much that they just want to get rid of everybody? And questions like, is the light that he's seeing, was that just an illusion? And then when he came to his senses and his eyes was really open, he saw no light leaving those people. So it was all in his head. You see, he thought he was doing good, but he was really doing bad. You know, a wicked act. So I enjoyed it. You know, they talked about the seers. A seer was captured. So in the movie, we know that these entities can be captured, because in the end of the movie, they're, spoiler, So I thought this movie did a great job of giving us more detail on the seers and on the entities. It was filmed well. You had some great scenes, and you know, it was just it was a good movie. I thought it was good, and it complements the first one. First one is the king, you know, and this one is the prince. So I recommend the Box Barcelona. I recommend you watch Bird Box, the original. It doesn't matter if you flip-flop them, because pretty much both of them are in the same space. But I think if you watch Barcelona first and then watch the original, you'll understand more in totality of what's going on in the first one, because they don't really explain as much as they do in this one. So I hope you guys go turn on your Netflix and watch this movie. I hope you enjoy it. Come back and leave a comment and let me know what you thought about both of these movies. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, be safe, hit the subscribe, like button, and that notification bell once again so you don't miss a video. I'm out. Recommendations. This gets a stamp of approval. Peace.